The Garathi are now the Voice's own personal livestock. This is not a joke. They're livestock. And we found Space Vegas in orbit around Neptune. You can't make this stuff up. Hello, Legion. This is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Federations in our Symphony of the Stars series. If the game would actually let me come back. There we go. So, this is the Tet annexation, formerly Ruthari 3. There's a little bit of unrest on it at the moment, seeing as how we've invaded and started to eat the population, but they'll deal. It'll be okay. I may even be able to... let's see. No, nothing I can do at the moment. Nothing I can do. Interesting. Bunker bot. Yeah, so nothing we can do to actually reduce the unrest on it right now, apart from landing the armies that have already landed on the planet and just maintaining order. We have traced the unusual electromagnetic radiation emanating from Sassine 2b to a secret subterranean bunker hiding a megacomputer the size of a battleship. Our researchers suspect that it may have been there for several thousand years, hard at work solving a single very complex problem, the nature of which still eludes us. When the crew attempted to interact with the computer, they discovered that the facility, which had appeared both abandoned and unguarded, was in fact operated by a security AI, the highest purpose of which seems to be frying its visitors alive. As the crew defeated the AI, it broadcasted a message to an unknown recipient. So we can scrap the mega computer for parts and get... we can use it to boost our own research, or we can let it continue its mysterious calculations and get to it and influence. So this would give us more engineering research for 120 months, for 10 years. Or we can let it continue and get a huge influence boost. Let's just get the influence boost. I mean, I can't say no to that much free influence. All right, Null Zaroth is ready for another new building. Now we're starting to get into interesting choice territory because we don't have any huge problems. Ooh, food processing, though. Yeah, let's just do a food processing facility just to continue bolstering our economy in that regard. It does seem like obtainment fear also could benefit potentially from a hive district, so we'll go ahead and build that. And we will let things get back underway. Elgate Insights. Something of a breakthrough has been reached within the coral scientific community regarding the extragalactic sonified signal one of our science ships recently analyzed. While the full meaning of the sonified equation embedded in the signal still eludes us, coral scientists on our homeworld have been able to match enough of the transmissions data on subspace harmonics to the technology observed in the mysterious Elgates. Examined in isolation, the signal is of little further use to us. Analyzing it in conjunction with other insights into the ancient gateway builders, however, may yield valuable data on how these Elgates could be reactivated. Fortuitous. Fortuitous indeed. So we got another Elgate insight. How many do we have? How many is that? That's 2 of 7. A great battle between the Grand Navy of the First League and another fleet. Oh yeah, this is our very last... anomaly related to the First League took place not too far from here some 2 million years ago. The gravity well of Algia 3 has since captured much of the debris left by this engagement, and the wreckage of several massive hulks can be found on the planet's surface. Intriguing. So go ahead and research that. That could help us with some research. We'll see. That could be good. That could come in handy. Energy shortage is back. Why? Can't be the naval cap.
We have found an anomaly.
We're not that far over the cap. Interesting. Must just be that we've built a lot of new things relatively quickly. We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this moon. It might have been a glitch in our systems, or it could be a sign of something more. I'll tell you what it probably is. It's probably when I build new things on the planets, it's people leaving jobs in order to... that are in energy production in order to fill those jobs. That's probably what it is. Yeah, go ahead and research this in the Sassine. So the Sassine system has had like 3 or 4 artifacts. Oh, not artifacts, but anomalies. In one world. It's pretty awesome.
Technology conceived.
All right, what do we have here? Cold fusion reactor. Good. I think it's probably time to go ahead and start researching the next level of science boosts. Although Hyperdrive 2 is also tempting. Let's go ahead and go for the next level science boost. For physics. And we have got to sell some stuff because of this sudden energy shortage. Oh, it's probably because of the Tet annexation.
Technology conceived.
That could also be it. All right, so hang on. Glancing hit. While approaching Sassen 2C, the Searcher Unit 3 suddenly received a glancing hit by several passing mass driver rounds. The projectiles were billions of years old, and based on their trajectory, they appear to be stray rounds fired from a neighboring galaxy. After missing their intended target, they continued on their journey for untold millennia until today. The rounds we've recovered are of an advanced design despite their incredible age. Incredible indeed. So now we have a little bit more army damage, and minerals from jobs have improved. Mining station output as a general boost would be good, but yeah, let's go ahead and go for the engineering research boost since we're doing it in physics, and we'll soon do that in society as well, given the choice.
We have surveyed the system.
We do have the ability to build starholds now, and this upgrade is almost done in Wrath, as a matter of fact. Is this another artifact? Sensors pick up rhythmic movement on the hellish surface of Sassen 2D. That's another artifact. Wow. So many... or not artifact. I keep using that. That's another anomaly. It's just so strange. Okay, archaeological project completed. Our archaeologists have successfully excavated several starship hulls on the surface of Algia 3, relics from the massive space battle that took place in the system 2 million years ago. The forces involved were the 2nd and 3rd fleets of the 1st League Grand Navy, fighting to contain an incursion by the combined fleets of the Reichum, a nomadic warrior species from the Galactic Rim. What began as a minor skirmish quickly escalated into a running fleet battle involving hundreds of ships on both sides. It is impossible to tell which side won. An interesting find. Awesome. Alright, so absolutely build those mining stations. And I have a lot of influence. I haven't been building any new systems, so this can help offset the energy situation a little bit. Let's see. Alright, so we have this space amoeba hostile fleet in Castor. I don't know if it's still there, but it was there. Yeah, it's still showing as being there. Yeah, it's definitely there. But it's just hanging out. So we can take it out with our ships. Yeah, let's do that upgrade up. The measured pounding observed from orbit is the motion of immense and ancient geothermal extractors breathing their last. Built and then abandoned at some point in the distant past, the vast batteries of disintegrating machinery, holy crap, have been pumping up superheated fluids from the planet's core ever since. Their storage capacitors are all broken or leaking, but some energy can still be siphoned from them. Heck yeah, we needed that. We needed that right then. Thank you, game. I appreciate it. How very serendipitous of you. Alright, so we still have enough influence to do some more expansion here, but we don't quite have the alloy income at the moment. We will shortly.
Technology conceived.
Alright, naval cap plus 30. That'll help a little bit with energy, but not much. Society research from researchers, yes please. Let's get that done.
Construction is complete.
Yeah, so these upgrades are pretty much eating up my alloy income at the moment, which is fine. It's fine by me. We need to start knocking out these space amoebas that are somewhat slowing down my exploration to the south. The hive is starting to get restless.
Our special project is complete.
What have we here? We've tried everything in order to find out how the ceramic pot ended up in stellar orbit. Maybe we're all crazy. Maybe it does not even exist. Guess what? We tried calculating around those facts as well. We are done. There's nothing more we can do here. The only plus side of this is that we had tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions when we could not stomach to keep investigating that damn thing. Why? So we gained some additional influence again. All right, well, game just dropped a crap ton of expansion potential on me, at least. There are better outcomes for that, but I'll take that one. That's fine. All right, Function Throng is done. By sending it out to fight,
We have surveyed the system.
we will increase our energy shortage, unfortunately, but I'm just going to let that happen.
Our construction is complete.
Just going to let it happen. You know what we could do? Let's go ahead and sell some more of these resources. Buy some alloys. We don't technically need the hydroponics bay here. Matter of fact, resource silos might be a better idea. But I am going to go ahead and build it anyway. Yeah, see, we can build a crap ton of rare mines on this world. I don't want to do it right now because I don't want to eat up that much energy. But, yeah. There's a lot that can be done. Okay, and now we're down alloys again. Apparently need to build more alloy foundries. Or have some upgradable ones. We've encountered some form of alien vessels in the Kanur system. These strange objects have been flagged as Mu aliens. Oh, we found the energy entities until we can learn more about them. Interesting. Research. So they're way up here. Oh, hey. Got a couple of worlds in Rigel. Way up to our galactic, like straight north almost. Not quite, but almost straight north. Through hard work and experience, scientist Motal Organ 34 has developed new skills. So he's carefree, anomaly research speed, and survey speed. Motal Organ 34 is awesome. He's like the perfect exploration unit right now. It's good to see.
We have found an anomaly.
What's this? 944934, or 394, is home to a number of exquisite impact craters. However, something breaks the visual uniformity in one of the larger craters. We've gotten that a couple of times this series so far, but the anomalies usually are different. One thing they changed somewhat recently in Stellaris that's been pretty dang nice, honestly. I'm going to go ahead and build an energy district here. Which is ironic, because it will, for the moment, reduce my energy, or increase my energy deficit, but then once a job is filled there, it will dramatically reduce it. Fender bender. One of the things they changed, let me finish this thought really quickly, in a not so recent update to Stellaris anymore. It's been this way for about a year and a half, but if you haven't played Stellaris in a while, they added a bunch of events to the game a while back so that you're less likely to get the same events over and over in every game. And there's just so much more variety. That's one of the reasons I'm excited about this series, because we should get an opportunity to experience a lot more of the game's narrative than you might in a single playthrough, because the whole galaxy is ours. Unless one of the other empires on the other side manages to ascend before we can get there, the whole galaxy is ours. And so every anomaly, we will be the ones discovering it, and we'll see to what extent there's repetition and to what extent there's not. So that's just something about this series that I'm so excited to see, because we just get to see the full potential of what Stellaris can do. While the crater in question was most likely the result of a regular meteorite impact, the complex patterns and the resulting depression originated at a later time. Science Officer Motal Organ 1 argues that these surface-level patterns are not the result of an impact, but a collision, one between asteroid 394 and some unspecified orbital installation or ship of alien make. How odd. This derelict station was once known as the Star Pedal and was apparently a celebrated luxury resort in this corner of the galaxy nearly 1,000 years ago. A small fleet of tugs would drag the station to a new exotic location each year, but Sol 8 appears to have been its last. For unclear reasons, the station was pulled into the gas giant's atmosphere, where it suffered critical damage. Curious. Void clouds. I call them energy entities for some reason. An investigation into a peculiar cluster of debris and space dust has yielded surprising results. It is a particulate cloud bristling with a powerful charge of unknown origin that has no business exhibiting simple reflexive actions, let alone movements with purpose, and yet it does. There is something undeniably ominous about the hazy subject of the relayed video feeds. Perhaps there are things in the universe we should not tangle with. Let us watch, but not interfere. So now we'll do a cloud study. All right, so we have completed the Kept Grounds research project. Not much more I can do with it at present.
Our construction is complete.
build these mining stations, and that will help a lot. All right, so our fleet is on the way to that system to clear them out. And then we're going to send them to take care of surveying the caster system. Looks like a hive district would be a good idea here, because we're getting low on amenities and we're already low on housing.
Our construction is complete.
Yeah, we have quite an energy shortage because of these new buildings that I'm putting up here.
We have surveyed the system.
There are 4 available jobs.
Our construction is complete.
Stability's nice and low.
We have surveyed the system.
They can't do much about that, though. Sorry, guys. We own you now. Not only do we own you, we eat you. You are literally my food. Okay, not much more to explore up here that... We've got a couple of spots that need to be cleared out. This one is right on the verge of being cleared out, so we'll go ahead and zoom in on this combat. Prospectors have ventured into some of the deeper tunnels that once belonged to the now-dead subterranean aliens on Zion Obtainment. They have finally discovered the long-rumored gold mines where it was believed the underground alien empire acquired a large reserve of precious metals. Excellent. Got some energy from that. Alright, so it seems like we have cleared those guys out. Let's go ahead and give the order for them to visit Fatis as well. And I think I saw that there was some debris. There is. Alright, so I know you're looking at that archaeological site, but I want you to come research this debris. And then survey the system, and then come back and keep excavating the site. How about that? Can you do that for me, please and thanks? Awesome.
Our construction is complete.
Not a lot more that I can do up here. Thankfully, we do have a science ship that's automatically exploring. So I'm going to go ahead and send this ship to that star, the Coder star. There's not a lot going on here before it connects to the area we've already explored. So that's good. Alright, so these ships are on their way. A few more systems to travel through. Still waiting for a few district building opportunities on my core colonies, I have to say. Haven't really gotten them yet. But we'll get there before long. So this shouldn't take terribly long. There's that frigate that we added not too long ago. Looks very different from the rest of my ships.
Our special project is complete.
Void unclouded. The void clouds may be among the oldest entities in the universe. They seem to have originated just a scant few billion years after matter as we know it first appeared, the tremendous forces of the young cosmos making something out of nothing. They would have been stars, but were not. Explaining their apparent animal intelligence is more difficult, but the answer might lie in the abnormally strong electromagnetic fields that keep them together, another product of their primordial beginnings. It is not inconceivable that, given enough time, the circulation of its strange stardust and gravitic fields aligned in a flexible approximation of neural pathways or computational circuits. Moreover, the clouds seem to be receiving impulses from one another, if not outright communicating. Light years apart, quantum entanglement is suspected to play a role in this phenomenon. They will not stand in our way or humbling. So we can get void loops and our physics research will be permanently faster. Tell you what, let's go with damage to void clouds. Let's do that. That'll be a little bit more interesting. We'll do more damage when we have to find their home system and clear them out. Because the home systems are a thing now. Apparently we found an archaeological site. Where? In Sawau. That didn't take long. All right, so I think there are a few more in the area to be cleared out. You're a little bit stronger. So I'll tell you what, let's go ahead and reinforce the fleet. I want you to go back and heal up for a bit. Let's have this science ship that's looking at this debris. I'm going to wait for them to finish looking at the debris. And then I'm going to send them over there to check that out first thing. And then they'll come back to finish their work that I already gave them.
We have assimilated knowledge.
Amoeba breeding program and society research. Nice. All right, let's go ahead and research that as well. And back up to speed 2. Let's actually go up to speed 3 for a moment, because we don't have all of our science ships working out on the front. So things will be a little bit easier to keep track of. Build that starbase.
We have surveyed the system. Our construction is complete.
Alright, so apparently this fleet's already at full strength. Didn't think that it was, but it is. Okay, so we can pop food consumption reduced by 10%. Yeah, synchronicity is probably the next best option to go with, but I think I'd rather go with domination. This will help with internal governance, but also once I finish, it'll give me additional monthly influence, which will help me expand faster, so let's do that.
We have surveyed the system.
I think I can manage my resources till then. Okay, the Veil is ready for another building. I totally need more alloy production. Absolutely, but I want to make sure I stay on target here. I want to build synaptic nodes first on all of these worlds, because that ensures that I'm producing as much unity as possible. And getting my next traditions for the reasons that I just gave. The function throng has been fully repaired. Very good. Go ahead and get this first, please. Oh, good. Right there. Our initial scans have caught an irregular signal reminiscent of our own distress patterns. That could be... I think I know what event that is. Alright, so we're going to build an observation post in Teal. Alright, so it looks like we gained another 10% on the amoeba breeding program, and we got 40 more society research. Aha. Okay, so... energy. Yep, energy is what I need. That's what I'm going to build. Finally getting some opportunities in that regard. Alright, so that unit is heading back to Castor. And then we should be able to add... How big of a system is Castor? Ooh, there's a lot going on, actually. It's good. Could be a productive system. The signal we intercepted was a distress call from a ship in orbit around Sao 4A. The ship is not giving off any heat signatures and seems to be drifting. A special project has been issued to investigate what has happened to the crew. This can kill a scientist, I think. So I'm going to say we don't have time for this. I'm just not going to touch it. The Tizru civilization has been encountered. They have advanced into the equivalent of an Iron Age and are divided into numerous petty kingdoms and empires. Their species has spread across almost the entire surface of the planet. We should consider building an observation post above their world to study them more closely. So we've got an archaeological site here and the Tizru primitives here in Xerox.
Our construction is complete.
Excellent news. Okay, so...
Technology conceived.
All right, physics research is now permanently a little bit faster. Let's go for auxiliary fire control. That'll be done in just 18 months.
We have surveyed the system.
The other boosts are wrapping up soon as well. I might soon have enough. Have we now? We briefly detected some unusual energy readings emanating from this planet. It might have been a glitch in our system, or it could be a sign of something more. Optical sensors indicate a cluster of shapes on the barren surface of Velderum 5A that could be buildings. have a look for me.
Technology conceived.
Good. So that boost is done too. So we can now research alloy megaforgers. We can research the Betharian power plant, which I have a planet that should help by building a Betharian power plant. So I think I might want to do that first. Megaforgers are tempting as well, but Betharian power plants more so. Yes, I realize the word is megaforges. If you haven't been on the channel for a long time, you might not know this. But we call them megaforgers around here. It's an old joke. The magnetic field of NMARS 3 experienced a complete reversal while it was being observed by the Searcher Unit 2. This rare event has interchanged the positions of the planet's magnetic poles. Fortunately, it was all recorded by the sensors of our ship, providing our scientists with a lot of valuable data. Intriguing. Addition Thet is ready for a new district type, so perfect. Let's go ahead and build an energy district there too. Finally, got a couple of those built in a row. That should help.
We have found an
Why
anomaly.
don't you come here? What's this? Despite expected projections, Castor 3 has a particularly large, solid core beneath its incredibly thick mantle of unique gases. Our scientists recommend further investigation. The silhouettes discernible from orbit are Ardeen buildings, and closer inspection reveal them to be of an obvious martial nature. While abandoned for some time, though very recently on a galactic timescale, Science Officer Motal Organ 74 believes that secrets of alien tactics may yet be exhumed from beneath the dust that covers the decaying barracks and looted armories. A special project may be issued to study the remains.
Log is updated.
Go ahead and look into that for me, please, since you're right there. That seems awfully convenient. Yeah, go ahead and build another generator district here. Same thing, we're down some housing, but not really amenities, so I'm going to build something that's going to slightly reduce
Our special project is complete.
energy income until it increases it. All right, so what do we find? Military theory. What can be deduced of their strategies and tactics in armed conflict does not seem to have been far in advance of our own. On the upside, they claim to have drawn much inspiration from the alien remnants. Okay, so not much reward from that, sadly. Ancient Medical Complex. Astounding news from Searcher Unit 4. Deep scans have revealed the unexpectedly large solid core of Castor 3 to be covered with the compressed remains of a sprawling medical complex millions of years old. Though the intense mantle pressure of the gas giant severely limits the amount of data we can extract from the core's surface, Science Officer Motal Organ 34 reports that the hidden structures match, beyond a doubt, the technology used in the enigmatic L-gates. The crew hypothesizes Castor 3 was a planetary medical facility created by the gate builders millennia ago. At some point, the complex was abandoned, and its automated gas replicators ran unchecked for untold centuries, gradually converting the planet into a gas giant. Incredible. That's cool. The Veil is ready for... Yeah, let's go ahead and build you a hive district. The old-fashioned way. Another archaeological site, Trench World. The entire surface of Castor 3A is scarred by long, shallow canals. They cross and recross each other haphazardly with no apparent logic to their layout. It is as yet uncertain if they are an unusual natural feature or
We have
something else.
found an anomaly.
A surface expedition is required to try to ascertain more.
We have found an anomaly.
You see why I play on speed 2? Resonance imaging of the QI-778-811 asteroid suggests an internal composition consisting of rare.
We have surveyed the system.
Take a look. Scanners indicate the sandy dunes of Velderam 3A are almost entirely composed of granulate rare metals. Perhaps some valuable resources could be extracted from them. Research. All right, so that's 2 technologies at once. Auxiliary fire control is done. Energy credits from technicians. Also, the capacity subsidies edict could potentially be useful soon. Research station output could be useful. Let's go for the energy credit first. Food from farmers plus 20%, permanent boost right away. Probably need to go ahead and do that. Let's do it. And we do have some more opportunities. So we've built synaptic nodes and spawning pools, which means we can finally say, bring me some freaking alloys. And I think I was starting to say this earlier in the episode and got distracted. Let's go ahead and upgrade the Heika station. And on that note, I will actually stop this episode here. In the next one, we're going to start expanding in a few more directions because we have a good amount of influence. Let me see if there's any orders I can give to, places that have already been built. Absolutely, it seems like. Oh, good. I built these 2. So the wobbliness seems to be mostly behind us, and that will continue to be the case, I think, as we go forward. Food is still a bit of a problem, energy more so, but again, as I mentioned last episode, continuing to accelerate a little bit, and I think we'll reach a point where we're just building up resources more quickly than we're spending them because of just the rate of our expansion. Could be wrong about that, but that's certainly the goal. And Function Throng needs to go out and defeat some more amoebas in the next episode as well, so we're going to jump on that as soon as we can. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.